Alright, in this video what we are going to see is how to create the comment effect. As you can see on the Facebook or any other social media, you will see the comment in the comment section or read more section. If comment is more than a specified link, there will be a link at the bottom or at the end. It says read more. If you click on it, you will see the comment which was hidden by default. So in this video, this is what we are going to cover with the help of PHP, MySQL and Jquery. Fine. Before starting, let me show you what our database consists of. PHP MyAdmin is our database. So inside PHP MyAdmin is the database, and our table is table underscore comment. So inside the underscore comment table, we have two columns. The first one is ID and the second one is comment. Fine. Now inside the comment, you can see I have inserted a lorem ipsum, like whatever I got as a text, I just inserted it. Fine. Now this is the lorem ipsum. So it is an auto incremented value. You can create it. So the scope of this video is not creating website. I just showed you how the database would look like. Now it's time for let me start from scratch. The very first thing is I want to display all the data from the table. For that, what I'll do is I'll get into the PHP display data from database. So the preferred name would be W3 scope. The way of programming is procedural way. So just copy this. I'm going to paste it. As I said, I want the database would be here. It is comment. The username is by default, it is root, and the password is. Now what we did is I just use the username as root and the password is blank for default. So now we are going to modify the query. Select all from my table tbn underscore comment. So we have an ID and we have a column called comment. So these are not required. So if I look, you see all the values from the database. It says the comment spelling is wrong. Fine. Now we got all the values. The second thing is we need. I'm making it little responsive. So Bootstrap I'm going to use. So alert Bootstrap. Sorry, before W3 school, you can copy paste the simple. We'll make the alert simple alert. We'll make simple alert. That's not it. So that's a template. Since this is index.php, you have to make sure where your PHP opens and where your PHP closes. So Facebook comment, and for our convenient we'll have comment. If I run, now there is little modification in our PHP code. We are going to get rid of the query which is not useful. So I am taking out the if part. I'm just having the while loop. So inside the while loop, I want my HTML to be pasted. For that, what I'll do is I'll mix up. We want to mix both our HTML and our PHP together. For that, I'm going to end the PHP on the execution of the statement, and later I want this while loop to be displayed inside the alert. For that, we have to write colon PHP. It is not colon, it is angle bracket and just end the PHP. So in order to execute HTML on PHP, since HTML is inside our PHP, we would be writing echo. So this is where our alert starts. We'll end the echo over here, and this is where our alert ends. So inside we'll have our while loop. So I have pasted my while loop. So if I run, let's see what happens. There's an error on line 41. Simple semicolon missing. Fine. And since you can see our connection is without PHP code, is not inside PHP code, that's the reason it shows about our HTML. Now what happens is all the while loop have run inside the echo of alert. Now what we want is separate alert for each comment. For that, what we'll do is we'll simply paste our while loop outside of our alert, and that was simple. Now the tricky part comes in. We need to know what is the function which compress all our value retrieved from the database. The value retrieved from the database is simply the row comment, which is inside the array row. The function is simply substr, and the argument is, we'll place our argument inside a variable called comment. In order to initialize variable, dollar is what you have to add as a prefix. The first value would be the data, the second value will be from the starting point, and the last value would be the ending. So I need 150 words. So in place of echo, I'm just going to add our substring. So if I'll show you, you should not write it inside the quotation, since this is a PHP. If it is HTML, you have to write inside. And now you got it. Fine. We are going to write a if else. If the comment, the length of the comment is by we will be getting it by the code called strlen. If it is greater than 100 or say 150, if it is greater than 150, what I need is, I want to add a span tag which will say read more. I have added a space which need to be noticed. Read, sorry, it is echo. Let's see. If it is greater than 1, you will have a read more. I have missed a semicolon. And yes, now I'm going to style it as color red. Let's add single quotes, that's why it shows error. and font weight would be 100, 600, just 600. And now the pointer should be cursor. And yes, we got it. Now it is halfway done. Now you have to see one more thing. I'm going to add a data ID attribute which will have our ID from the database. So if I do on the inspect, it says there's a line error. It's dollar because it is an array which we have. Now you'll see pointer. Now you got a pointer basic. Okay, we'll leave it, that's not an issue. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check whether our text ID we have got it on the span tag, and yes, you can see there is a 7 which I have added right now. Fine. And before that, if the value is greater than 150, I want the span tag to display all the value. To display all the value, let's echo it first because it is primary. To echo all the value, what I need is I'm going to write the same PHP code except the second argument. So what it will do is it will start displaying display other than 150 value. So before previously I have used a PHP code or the while loop. What it will do is it will print only the specified value from 0 to 150, and inside the if loop, if condition, what I did is if the value is greater than 150, which it would be, if it is greater than 1, what you have to do is you have to do the substring of comment. The data which retrieved from the database should display values other than 150. That means more than 150. If I save and shoot, there is an error. Simply that is a cursor. On line 46. There is a dot missing. And yes, we got it. Fine. Now I'm going to manually write style display height, display none. Single quotes is recommended. With the help of Jquery, I'm going to show it. Jquery is the tricky part. And before that, I want the span which I have hidden manually should get the ID from the database. The same way as it got the data ID. So by clicking on the read more, I will make with the help of Jquery as show the above span. Fine. Now with the help of script, which I will write, which we will write our Jquery function. Let me make some space. dollar document dot ready. So we'll write our jQuery function to check whether our jQuery works or not. I'll be using alert. We'll check with the help of comment as hello to check whether jQuery works or not. Yes, it is working. And now what we have to do is, I'm going to identify our read mode, I'll have a class called simply read mode. We are going to identify our read mode with the help of class read. Let's say mode class read dash mode. If I click on the class, read dash mode, for just checking, let's alert a simple value. Class, and yes, it is working. Since our alert is working, what we'll do is, when I click on read mode class, I want the text of the read mode. For that, this dot text, I store it into a variable called text. Let's alert and see. If I click on the read mode, I want the text on it to be alerted. I should write without the quotation. And yes, we got it. Now, as like text, I want the ID to be fetched. For that, attr attribute get the data ID, I'm going to alert it again. This time it is ID, which is fetched from data ID attribute. And yes, it is 7. So click on it, we get 8. Same way, fine. Now, if the text is read mode, you can see there is a space. You need to mention the space or else it won't work. If it is read mode, for our convenience, just alert. Text is just alert true, and yes, it is working. Now what I need is, if the text is read mode, I want the read mode to be converted to less. For that, you can see it is working. Let's have space on the else part, make the opposite of it. Opposite in the sense like the previous one, which is read mode. Let's take it again, it should come back. And now it's the, now we have the ID. This ID and this ID is same. This both ID are same. I'm going to use, when I click on this should display. When I click on it, when I click on the class read mode, I want the data ID. I want the ID to be fetched. Since this is the ID, I'll use it. Just show it. Since both the ID are same, it will show. On the else part, just hide it. The scope of this video is done. Thank you for listening.